Going on to all of my Aquarius out there. So for you Aquarius, you have the Justice, the Star card, which represents Aquarius, the Knight of Wands, the Temperance, the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Nine of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. So what I'm seeing here for you Aquarius, you did show up in your own reading. I will say that. Okay, so I'm seeing here that a lot of you Aquarius have been, the Justice, the Star, the Knight of Wands, a lot of you Aquarius have been doing the things that you're supposed to be getting done, right? Because Aquarius sometimes can be a zodiac sign that kind of, just air signs in general, can be elements that venture off from doing things that they know that they should be doing to things that they find more fun. And we all do that, right? We all do that, especially as, you know, when we're young, we all do stuff like this. But a lot more of you Aquarius are concentrating on just the things that you need to do right now, right? And technically, we're still in January, you know, we're still pretty much at the very beginning of the fiscal new year, you know, and a lot of y'all are getting a lot of material done already, just handling some business that you probably should have been doing last year, and unfortunately you didn't get a chance to. Now the Temperance and the King of Wands now represents, as a result, the Temperance and the King of Wands is about how, because the enlightenment, right? You're becoming more enlightened with the decisions that a lot of you Aquarius make, and you're realizing that, like I said, when it comes to just anything, when it comes to love, again, you Aquarius don't have time for this, you know. When you know, Aquarius is a zodiac sign that usually chills out, I guess pun intended, but usually calms down as time goes by, and as the years go by, the Aquarius usually starts to become a lot more serious when it comes to finding other people, and then will essentially be with one person, right? Because whether it is that people know it or not, do you know how many Aquarius people are with somebody that they've been with for years? And a lot of people will think, well, wow, Aquarius, really? Yeah, because the thing about Aquarius is real wild when they're young, and like no one can tell them to relax. But then when y'all become older, a lot of you Aquarius are like, okay, you know, because you've been lumped up a little bit by life. Life has taught you some lessons. Now you Aquarius understand that if you don't learn to focus that energy, because remember, air is an element that's in every direction. It's all over the place. Even as I swat here, that's air, right? So as a result of this is y'all are elements that can go any direction, regardless, any direction. So as a result of that, there needs to be some sort of structure, some sort of focus with that. And you've been doing that. Now the King of Wands represents, yes, your ego has been, you know, tugging at you, as far as sometimes, you know, even when people play games and stuff like this, you want to play games back just to be able to show them that, you know, you Aquarius are just as smart as they are, and they think that they're so smart, but you Aquarius can play games just as much too. But the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords represents however, though, a lot of you Aquarius did that from the past. Now it's about how a lot of you Aquarius right now are learning to focus on things, right? So y'all are becoming a lot more, I want to say, quiet about the moves that a lot of y'all make, you know, because see, here's the thing. A lot of times with you Aquarius, what squandered a lot of your opportunities from the past was your hidden enemies, the people that you found yourself being in a relationship with, a romantic one, your so-called friends. You need to pay attention to that, right? And you have been paying attention to that, right? Because Aquarius rules over the 11th house. The 11th house is about hidden enemies. So it's from the people that you wouldn't necessarily at first see coming, because they got a smile on their face and they tell you that they love you and all that other type of stuff. And why that's so important in the first place is because obviously, if you need to get something done, there must be trust somewhere, somehow. You need to be able to trust that the person that you go to the supermarket, you know, and you pay for whatever food you're getting, that, you know, you know what I'm saying, that they're going to ring it up. You know, there's an element of trust in everything, right? That's Libra, right? Trust is Libra, all of that stuff. But with you Aquarius, though, is that when y'all get older and y'all learn more, you become more enlightened. A lot of you Aquarius are like, okay, you could settle down here, right? And see, a lot of times people think settling down is a bad thing. And it's like, settling down is not necessarily a bad thing. Settling down is more so about focusing yourself to be able to understand what exactly is going on. Because if you don't settle down yourself, what happens when a young person doesn't settle down themselves? They put themselves into a situation where it compromises themselves or other people. And then what happened? And then when the people who are older than them has to let them know, you should have learned to settle down. Because what does settling down mean? It means to focus, right? And a lot of you Aquarius are focused on handling your business. Yeah, but you're also focused on paying attention to who's really, what type of a partner would really have your back, and what type of a friend can you really trust, right? Like if you left your friend with your significant other for a week on some, they're supposed to be house sitting you or whatnot, are the two of you going, you know, like would the two of them get together if you spent longer? You know, would it take a month? Like, wow, or it only took a month? Okay. You understand what I'm saying? It only took 2 months. It only took 6 months. Wow, what was going on? You know, so the King of Pentacles, to get even deeper than that, the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Nine of Wands represents, again, just paying attention to that value, paying attention to people's value systems, understanding what's going on, right? Like realizing that if a person's value system is not on the same page with yours, then a lot of you Aquarius are looking at it like just questioning them, right? Trying to find out more about them to be able to see. So a lot of you Aquarius right now are actually being a prime detective to find out what other people got going on and to understand that value system, right? So what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, if you're finding value within this reading, then it means it's time for you to come get a personal reading from me, okay? There's a link in the comment section called a link tree. Click on the link and it'll redirect you to a website that has all the ways in which you can support me, right? My Instagram page, the books that I have that are available on Amazon. Really appreciate you doing that if you purchased it. Shout outs to all the people who have. Really appreciate that as well. My website, right, for private tarot readings, click on it. It'll take you directly to my website. And now you have options the way that you can pay. When you scroll down, it'll say buy now, right? If you click on it, that's clickable. That's a clickable button. It'll take you to a PayPal page in which you can pay. Also, there's a Cashapp cash tag in which you can also know my Cashapp cash tag, as well as, let me see, my clothing store, right? My Teespring clothing store at the Teespring store, from pants, shirts, hoodies, coffee mugs, as well as the my email address that is in the website as well. Just in case if you don't want to pay or any of that stuff through the website, you can always feel free to contact me at Kareemspiritworks at yahoo.com. So the Ace of Pentacles now And the Two of Swords now represents this being a situation for you where, so you know that you, Aquarius, supposed to know that you, Aquarius, who are serious about life, the ones who are single in particular, a lot of y'all are going to be providing value. But then the Two of Swords, some people are not necessarily going to accept the fact that you're providing value. They're going to say that they don't want it. It's easy. All you have to do is move forward, right? Because those people are goofy. Those are the people who are the dysfunctional people at work, right? And when I say at work, I mean you're seeing it live, actively in front of your face, how delusional it is, right? You're seeing it. So let's clarify the King of Pentacles. Star, Eight of Wands, Ten of Wands, Three of Wands. So the Star, Eight of Wands, represents this being a situation for you where what you've got is the Star, which is Aquarius anyway. So you showed up twice in your own reading. Okay. So again, this is about an emphasis on your own future and where you are now. And being able to put yourself into the future and understand that, only, like I said before, the only type of people who really want a real relationship are people who are not in the game. I said this before, because anybody who, is talking about, just overall playing games and stuff like this, they're in the game. That's why they're playing it, because they're in the game, right? I'm not in the game. When I go up and speak to somebody or whatever, I'm not in the game, but they happen to be, because when someone wants you to continue to talk to them and you're trying to do that. And when you do that, now all of a sudden it's like when you try to get their number, you try to exchange numbers, or you offer them to give you offer them to take your number. Now all of a sudden they're like, nah, I'm good. When you can tell they wanted you to keep talking to them. And then when you go, okay, fine, because more than likely they're lying, and you go, okay, fine, okay. And then they keep looking at you. And it's like, but you just curved me. I thought you had a significant other already. So you don't. And even if you do, that means that you're cheating. So you're not worth it anyway, because you're in the game anyway. So either way it goes, they're still not worth it. So the Eight of Wands and the Ten of Swords, Eight of Wands represents, and you're telling that, you're basically communicating that, like, to yourself. You're communicating that to yourself, not necessarily somebody else, but the way that you're communicating, you're trying to find out what are their values. You're not going to tell them that that they're in the game. Well, you, Aquarius, are going to ask them questions to find out where they are, right, and their overall internal values, to see if their values are the same as yours. The Ten of Wands and the Three of Wands, however, represents, and once you find out that they are not, if they are not, right, because you don't want to walk away from someone who has value, right, and they're a good individual, right, they're a decent person, they have character. You don't want to walk away from that, because that's rare, especially living in today's world, right, where people sacrifice character for cash and cash prices and, cash prizes and toys and cars and stuff like this. So the Ten of Wands and Three of Wands represents, like I said, once you realize that they're dysfunctional, you're just going to walk off, leave them there. But you're going to continue to date, though. But again, a lot of you, Aquarius, are starting to realize what it is that I'm talking about, how no matter how high or down as far as the totem pole you are, regardless of whether you're at the foot of the mountain where you're starting from scratch, right? You're starting a brand new life, and now you're having to work from scratch, or you're at the top, sitting at the summit of the mountain or the top of the mountain, it's always dysfunctional people are going to make their way into your circles and try to, scapegoat and exploit and take and leech off of, right, and be a parasite to you. So again, you Aquarius have to understand to watch out for that type of stuff and be aware, because people will only take advantage of you and try to put you in an exploitative situation if you Aquarius allow them to do that. So let's clarify the Ace of Pentacles. The Emperor, Magician, Four of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, right? Because you already know that with all of this combativeness that they had, you already know they weren't bringing a whole lot to the table. The Magician, the Four of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups but they're going to continue to go ahead with their delusion. And you Aquarius already know that there's no talking to that person. Just time for you to leave them alone, because they're going to double down and get more delusional in their delusion. Now, to clarify the Two of Swords, which is them, kind of have to feel sorry for them or feel bad for them because they refuse to give themselves any reality. They refuse to do that. So to clarify the Two of Swords, we have the Queen of Swords, the Hermit, Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles. So the Queen of Swords, the Hermit, they're gonna be upset. They're gonna continue on with this delusion, and a hard head is gonna make a soft butt, because they're not gonna learn from their decisions. They're not gonna learn from their mistakes. All of the encounters that some of these people have with you, but you Aquarius don't care. Y'all are gonna continue to move forward and let other people make their lives broken, because they are the author of their lives. And that's what they're going to do. They picked this. The Page of Wands and the Page of Pentacles represents you're going to continue to move forward and, look for somebody who can be reciprocal of a relationship, who is worthy. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I'm trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June. As of right now, we have 4,451 subscribers. Smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop the videos. Peace.